The Red Sox got a massive series win. They start playing a series against Rafael Devers tomorrow, and we have 2 trade targets that were mocked to the Boston Red Sox. Welcome into another edition of the Red Sox Rundown. I am your host, Jack. And before we get into anything, we are 1 follower, I repeat, 1 follower away from our grand total of 200 followers on our Red Sox Rundown Instagram account. I'm telling you guys, we've got so much content over there that you do not get in these long-form videos. We have the instant recaps that you get after every single game. We've also got a bunch of different photos, polls, interactive content over there as well. Join that site. Join our Instagram page. And I made a deal. If we get to 200 followers, and this deal still stands, if we get to 200 followers, I will do an Instagram-only Q&A video probably next week, honestly. If we get there, I will send out a Q&A. I'll send out a mailbag call, and I'll take your guys' questions for a Q&A video next week. But we got to get there. We're still 1 person away. So that link's going to be down below in the comments and description of today's video. Go click on it. Go give us a follow. The Red Sox Rundown on Instagram. Okay, here we go. The Red Sox are not giving up. The Red Sox are not throwing in the white flag. The Red Sox are not done. And I think they're going to buy at the 2025 MLB trade deadline. And, you know, a lot of people say, well, Jack, why would they buy? They just traded Devers, this, that, the other thing. Well, we talked about it a little bit in yesterday's video. If you didn't watch that, I would heavily tell you to go watch it because it's kind of my breakdown of what I think they're going to do next. Like it or not, the Red Sox have a lot of financial stability now, getting the Rafael Devers contract off their books. And I do still think, especially, you know, we're going to talk about the game here at the end of the video as well. I do still think that they are competitive enough to be pushing for a wild card spot. And Craig Breslow said as much. He literally said this in his press conference after the Rafael Devers trade. He said this is in no way signifying waving of the white flag on 2025. We are as committed as we were 6 months ago to putting a winning team on the field. And I actually do believe that. I think that they see something in this team where they think they can still compete for a wild card spot, and I would expect them to buy at the deadline. So Mark Feinsand put out an article yesterday talking about, I believe it was 14 different trade candidates and their best fits. And 2 players were linked to the Red Sox as potential best fits. And we're going to talk about both of them today. I'm going to give you my thoughts, and we're going to get into the weeds on why I would or would not bring in these players. Before we do that, I just want to get the pulse of the nation. Do you think the Red Sox are going to buy at the trade deadline? Type Y for yes if you think they will. Type N for no if you think they will not. This is going to be the pinned comment in today's video. So YouTube's about to give you an ad, okay? They're going to throw you an ad break. Don't click off the ad. Let the ad play. It actually helps us here at the Red Sox Rundown if you let the ad play. While the ad's playing, go down below in the comments, answer the question. Let me know what you think. Will they buy? Will they not? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. All right, 2 names that Mark Feinsand talked about. Number 1 is Josh Naylor, first baseman from the Arizona Diamondbacks. One that I'm very interested in. We talked about him briefly in yesterday's video as a potential free agent target at the end of the year. But here's what Mark Feinsand had to say about Josh Naylor. He said, Arizona's climbed back into the playoff race with a good start to June, leaving the Diamondbacks in striking distance of a wild card spot and still in the conversation in the NL West. But Naylor is one of more than a dozen impending free agents on the roster, and given the number of teams that could use a big corner infield bat, it's possible that Arizona could move Naylor and Eugenio Suarez and his expiring contract to address other needs. So I actually do not have his contract pulled up. So let me pull that up real quick. Josh Naylor currently sits on a basically 1-year, $10 million deal. And this would be a rental. He is going to be a free agent after this year. We talked about him in yesterday's video as a potential free agent target for 2026. But it's interesting, though, because the first base position, I know I had people in my comments saying, Jack, Abraham Toro is great. And he is. He's held it down. Him and Romy Gonzalez have been a great platoon, but do you really want to rely on a platoon of Romy Gonzalez and Abraham Toro for the rest of the season, if you want to be a playoff contender, I just don't think that's good enough. Abraham Toro's been really good. Romy Gonzalez has been really good when they've played, but I do not see them as full 162 an option at first base, especially if they want to be a playoff team. I don't buy it. I do buy, though, bringing in Josh Naylor to potentially be that bat at the first base position. Also, I need to know, I didn't look this up either. He is a lefty, but still. This season, he's slashing .302 with a .830 OPS. That was as of before yesterday's games, I just want to add. With 9 home runs. So he's got the pop. He's got more pop than Toro. He's got more pop than Romy. And I see him as a more viable option for first base if you want to make a legitimate playoff push. Again, Abraham Toro has met his role and exceeded it. But I think if you want to be a legitimate contender, you bring in a power bat like Naylor. You're going to get more power output out of him, which is what you're looking for out of your first baseman. So I like this idea quite a bit. I don't know if the Red Sox are going to want to go after a rental. I think they would be more interested in a controllable asset, which I can understand. So I don't know how realistic this trade is, but I like the prospect, though. I would personally probably do it. I don't have a trade idea in front of me, but I don't think he'd cost much because it's a rental on an expiring deal. I think if you take the money, you could probably get him for relatively cheap. And I like the prospect of it. Again, Abraham Toro's great. Romy Gonzalez are great, but they are platoon utility guys at best. If you want to make a playoff run, you need a legitimate first base option. I think Josh Naylor would be that. But you let me know. Would you trade for Josh Naylor? T for trade if you would, P for pass if you would not. Let me know down below in the comments. I know a lot of you love Abraham Toro. I do too. I think he's been fantastic. But I just don't think that he is a 162 power first base bat that you could desperately use that you lost when Triston Casas got hurt. Next player that was mocked to the Red Sox was Dennis Santana, relief pitcher from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Here's what Mark Feinsand had to say about Santana. He said, the 29-year-old journeyman is having the best season of his career, posting a 1.74 ERA with 5 saves in 31 appearances for the Pirates. Santana is one of a number of quality relievers who could be moved this summer. But his $1.4 million salary with 2 years of club control make him an attractive candidate for teams of all market sizes. I love this idea. The Red Sox were directly linked to him by Mark Feinsand. This season, he's been fantastic. 31 innings pitched, an ERA of 1.74, 25 strikeouts, only 5 walks, a 2.36 whip. He's looked great. He's got a 5-pitch mix of a 4-seam, a slider, a cutter, a sinker, and a change. He mostly just uses the slider, 4-seamer, and cutter, but having those other off-speed options I like as well. He has a 98 percentile chase rate and a 95 percentile walk rate. He does have average velo on his fastball. It's like 92, 93, but that's not his main pitch. His main pitch is by far his slider. I would love to see what the Red Sox pitching lab could get out of Santana. I think the Red Sox pitching lab would love to bring him in. Now, I do think it's going to be interesting to see what a package for him would look like. I don't think it would be much, but with his contract and with years of club control, the Pirates might be looking for a little bit more of a premium than you might have gotten for him initially. But I love this idea. I think adding in another arm into the bullpen, that has been really good this year because you don't know how long Justin Slayton's going to be out. It's going to be a significant period of time, but you don't know. The bullpen's been fantastic so far, but why not bolster it? Why not bring in some much needed depth to just continue to replenish this bullpen that has continued to be used a lot? So I love it. He won't be a free agent until 2027, so you are getting another year of team control for him as well. I'm all for this idea of bringing in Dennis Santana if the price is right. And again, I don't think the price is going to be that high. But yeah, I think of the two, I think Santana is my favorite of the two. I do like the prospect of bringing in Josh Naylor as well, but I don't know how realistic that one is being a rental. But Dennis Santana would be one to look out for because he was linked to the Red Sox and one that I think would be really awesome to have in the bullpen. Let me know in the comments. Name a player you want the Red Sox to trade for. Go down below, let me know, and be realistic. Don't say like Shohei Ohtani or Ronald Acuna Jr. or Juan. So like, be realistic. Like, look at a team that's struggling, some potential trade chips that they might have, and someone that the Red Sox might actually trade for. I want to hear your thoughts down below in the comments, but let me know. Name a player you want the Red Sox to trade for. We're going to talk about the game here in a second, but we bring you daily Red Sox content here on the Red Sox Rundown by Chat Sports. We just crossed 2,500 subscribers. Thank you all so much. We've had a lot of new subscribers since the Rafael Devers trade. I appreciate you all for joining the channel. Our next goal is 3,000. I am about to go to Boston in the next week to take on the town. I'm going to be at Fenway for 3 games. We're going to be pumping out a bunch of content on the channel. Do not miss out. This is the best time to subscribe. The Red Sox are hot. I'm going to be boots on the ground at Fenway for 3 games in like a week and a half. And we're going to have a bunch of content every single day. Subscribe, don't miss out, hit that big red button, and join the ever-growing family of the Red Sox Rundown. We love that dirty water, folks. Red Sox win 3-1 over the Seattle Mariners. They are now 2 games over 500. They are, as it stands right now, the Yankees are still playing at the time of recording this, but as it stands right now, you are 5 games back in the AL East, and you hold the final wild card spot in the American League. So if the season were to end today, you would be a playoff team. It wasn't pretty, but you made it happen. Garrett Crochet threw an absolute gem. 6 innings, 6 hits, only 1 run, no walks, 8 Ks. He's doing what he does. Garrett Crochet is who he is. He is exactly as advertised. He's everything that we could have ever hoped for. Got a little chippy there at one point. Jaron Duran drops a fly ball. Then there's a sacrifice fly. Randy Arozarena scores then on a pass ball. But other than that, you locked it down. And then the bullpen came out and gave you some perfect ball as well. Whitlock, Chapman, and Weissert all had perfect innings, except Weissert did give up a walk. But other than that, your pitching has continued to be your strong point over the last week or so, which is great to see because go back a month ago. If you would have told us a month ago that the rotation and the bullpen would be the best thing happening to this team right now, we would have all called you absolutely crazy. Crochet continues to do what he does. He got the win. He's now 7-4. Let's get those wins up. To make him look a little bit better. He's got an ERA of 2.20. He had a great day. I'm very happy that he had a great day. And Greg Weissert also gets, I believe, his 4th career save, which was really awesome to see. The offense, though, didn't do anything. You got 3 hit. You had 3 hits today. That was it. You walked 2 times. You had 5 base runners. The Mariners had 6 hits and a walk. They had more base runners than you yesterday. This offense is concerning. Now, you faced 3 really good starters for the Mariners. They have like the best rotation in baseball. There's no arguing that. Luis Castillo is a great starting pitcher. There's no doubting that. But your offense needs to pick it up because that pitching is not sustainable. We saw it the night before with Walker Buehler. The pitching performances that we are getting in the last few weeks are not sustainable. People are going to falter. A bullpen will blow a save. Or a starting pitcher will give up 3 or 4 runs. You cannot rely on your starters to not give up any runs or give up 1 or less runs. That is not sustainable. Only 3 hits today, 7 Ks. It's kind of disgusting. I've said this for weeks. You cannot rely just on the home run. They won today. Great. Or yesterday. Great. All 3 of your runs came on the home run ball. Marcelo Meyer hits an absolute nuke. Awesome to see. The kid is absolutely raking. He is the best of the 3 rookies up so far. He's been absolutely fantastic. And then Trevor Story, you see life from him. He's got a 2-run shot in him yesterday. That's great to see that Trevor Story's hitting and he's hitting well. He's got his OPS up to 638 and he's hitting 230. His average is going up as well. They were your lone bright spots today. Connor Wong got a hit, which was crazy to see. He's got 10 hits this year. They're all singles, which is hilarious. but your offense just isn't cutting it. You won the series. A win is a win is a win is a win is a win. But when you get, if you want to be a playoff team, you're going to face these good pitchers. And you need to score runs, and you need to score them organically, not just off the home run ball. You need to move runners. You need to work counts. You need to make walks. You need to steal bases. You need to have the chaos on the base paths. And honestly, Jarren Duran's looked really bad lately. And we kind of say it. The offense goes when Jarren Duran goes. And if he's not going, the offense isn't going. And Jarren Duran has not been good lately. He just hasn't. And I love Jarren Duran. I bought the Jarren Duran City Connect jersey. I'm going to stand behind him. But when he's not good, I'm going to call him out. He hasn't played well. The offense needs to get going. But again, like I know it sounds like I'm shitting on them a lot. I see the cracks in the foundation. They're playing good ball right now. Of course, the offense has been relatively good. The pitching's been fantastic, and you've found ways to score runs, but you see the cracks in the foundation. This is not a complete playoff team, and of course, when you get to the deadline, if they are buyers, you're going to try to shore some of that up. But you got to get there first, and you still got to be in the playoff race at that point. You cannot falter. We're still like a month and a half away from the trade deadline. There's a lot of baseball to be played until you get there. The Red Sox need to figure it out offensively, and I just don't think they have so far. But it is what it is. You still won the series. You're in a playoff spot right now. You're playing good ball. That's all that matters. And now, the off day today, tomorrow, you face an old friend. Not really old, because he got traded less than a week ago. You face Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. You let me know down below in the comments, do the Red Sox win the series against the Giants? Yes or no? Just put a simple yes, put a simple no. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. That's it, guys. That's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch the video. Again, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the fastest growing Red Sox YouTube channel out in the universe. We're going to be in Boston in about a week. I'm very excited. We're going to be boots on the ground at Fenway Park. We're going to have a lot of content. Don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button. And until next time, go Sox.